Party. Just take it.
Okay. Any advice you want to give? And if you could do something again, how would you do it differently?
Is it going?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was. Like, the one piece of advice I have for people, I guess, I don't know who's watching this. Like, I mean,
The class.
oh, hi there. You know, like, the one thing I guess to say is just take it easy. I mean, life's like kind of a bitch. I swear a lot, by the way. Hi, class. Hope it's not PG.
It's fine.
Like, the one thing is I sort of just take it easy, take it one step at a time, and remember your life's not going to be over if something happens or something goes wrong. I just got to keep reminding myself of that. A good sense of humor goes a long way. It's how I got through my cerebral palsy as a person and managed to learn and grow from it. It's my sense of humor. It ends up being it's a wicked sense of humor, but it's a sense of humor. I like dark comedy. If I could do anything over again, what would I do? High school would be really fun. You see, I never got to go to senior prom. The girl I asked bailed on me real quick. So that'd be nice, you know, and just not caring about so much stuff. Like, you care about how you look, how you dress, how you act, what you eat, all that. Like, you just gotta not care about it. I mean, you only hear, like, what, hopefully 70 plus years. You might not be. I mean, I don't know how long I'm gonna live, so you gotta take it. Just gotta take it easy. And I have not much more to say. I mean, I'm not the one to come for advice or anything. My friends never do it. They always come for a joke or something. So, I mean, I guess so.
So you say not to go into bio, so that would be any good advice for STEM majors?
Well, the reason why I say don't go into bio is because you're gonna have a rough time and you're not gonna have a good time in the job market. I mean, right now I went through all these classes where I get all these F grades and stuff, and then I end up getting a job that pays $15 an hour. Like, come on, guys. I mean, I deserve a job that, like, the amount I put in makes me feel like I should make 20. Maybe I'm like a what is the word? Over entitled millennial. I always rat on those guys, but us millennials, you know. But like, I feel like I put in enough work that I should be making a decent wage. But who knows? Maybe I'm lucky. Go into engineering or something. Might be a little bit more, you know. Might be able to make a little bit more money off of it. But, you know, I don't really want to decide your future though. Like, if you're some student deciding your college career and all of that, like, I don't know. I'm a little bit jaded, so you can probably get that from me. But I don't know.
How has cerebral palsy affected your life and whatnot? Has it, like, made it different or any better, or could you imagine life without it?
Well, okay, like, the one thing that I want to, well, because, yeah, I do have cerebral palsy. The one thing you got to remember is you got to plan out your life around disability. You can't go into something and, like, for instance, there's a job in ecology that I wanted to take. I couldn't take it because I have cerebral palsy. There was a job, and these are internships, not jobs, sorry. There was an internship that was related to ecology, but it was a little bit microbiome. But it had a lifting requirement. I couldn't take it. Like, I can't play all these video games that I want to play that seem interesting. I can't do things that I would love to do because I have to plan my physical actions around stuff as well. Like, I can't lift myself up like this. I can't do pull-ups. I'm a little bit more unhealthy than normal. But, you know, the good things about it is that it sort of acts as like a ward for people. Like, how people treat me the people who treat me without my disability are the best kind of people. People who treat me that I have a disability are like kind of like average, because like it allows me to see what kind of person someone is because I have cerebral palsy. So it allows me to see someone's true intentions, or not true intentions, but sort of how they act a little bit better. It kind of gives me that. I have to take a life a lot less seriously because I have it, because I know how ridiculous life can be. I mean, life gave me like basically a one-armed body, so you kind of have to take it a little bit less seriously. I mean, I can imagine life without it. I'm trying to get into a career where I would be able to find a cure for it, if there even is a cure. I mean, the terms cure and workarounds are pretty much synonymous with cerebral palsy. There's not really that much you can do. Stem cells are a likely option. That's why I want to go into stem cells. Learned about that in high school. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not really given that much guidance. So, like, there's no cerebral palsy mentor. So I kind of just have to wing it. Yeah.
Your friends in your future.
Yeah, what about them?
Just was asking anything about your future. What do you want to do? And like, well, what I don't know. Like do you have anything planned you'd like to do, or there are things you want to do?
Well, there's a Disneyland trip that I want to do on Saturday with Favi, and then there's also an LA trip on Wednesday that I want to do with my friends.
But like in,
I mean, I know in the future, but because we're shooting this on Monday. It's Monday, right?
Yeah,
it's Monday.
I'm probably gonna edit that out.
Yeah, well, whatever. Yeah, I mean, and as far as the future goes, I just want to. One of the things that I want to be helping people with cerebral palsy, and I want to make enough money to be stable. Those two things are not necessarily mutually exclusive, which is very problematic. So I gotta find a way to involve both of those things. And then, like, I want to live in San Diego, which is another problem because San Diego costs a lot of money. Biotech, I can get a lot of jobs and a lot of money, but I might not make working with cerebral palsy, and I might, it's all confusing. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is I don't want to be homeless when I'm 40. That's the one thing I don't want to be. So I'm hoping to myself that I'll put myself on a career path where I'll do well. Unfortunately, it's very competitive, and I have a little bit of doubts with myself on whether or not I can make it. I think that's that kind of.
I just want to see your arm, just like the one that's disabled or something like that.
Oh, you mean this one?
Yeah, I just wanted to see it.
Yeah, I can do really weird things with my arm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you think you have a good relationship with your family? Well, we're not going to talk about that person, though.
Oh, you mean like, yeah, well, you see, the thing with family is I don't believe in the concept of family. Like, people think that family are people you're related with, but like your family, your ohana. Your ohana is like people who are close to you and who care about you. So there are people who are not related to me who are my family, and there's people who are related to me and who are my family. But like, I mean, I haven't seen some of the people on my dad's side for like 5 years. I don't consider myself like related to them. I also don't consider themselves my family.
Oh, whoops.
This chair's kind of nice.
Action. What do you like to do?
Well, there's a lot of stuff that I do like in my spare time. I do 3D modeling / animation, do a little bit of texture work, play a hell of a lot of video games.
Like what kind?
Well, there's the MOBAs, there's the shooters. There's some games I can't really play too well because I have cerebral palsy. It's like I don't have the hand dexterity, but for most of them, I just use a Razer mouse. It's got 9 buttons on the side, allows me to do a bunch of hotkeys. I used to play World of Warcraft. I don't anymore. It was pretty hardcore raiding in Alliance up until Wrath of the Lich King. What else do I do in my spare time? Go out with friends, maybe drink coffee, talk about life. We're all pretty cynical. We all like Bernie Sanders. We all, think he's gonna win, but he's not. I kind of like don't read much. I should get into reading, but that's kind of life.
Is there any books you like to read, or you've liked, or you have read in the past?
I'm sort of like a sci-fi kind of guy. I read Foundation series in high school. I really like that. I'm supposed to read Game of Thrones because it's really good, but I don't understand Game of Thrones. Like, there's people who have like diagrams upon diagrams upon diagrams upon diagrams. Doesn't make any sense. So.
Do you like any past experiences you want to share, or is there anything you like to talk about?
Don't go into bio. Like, if you're thinking about going into bio, don't do it. It's a trap. Dumbest major. Like, college was so hard. I hated college. I had my girlfriend there, which was kind of nice. But like, there was times in college where I'd end up staying up till 4 in the morning and then having a test at 8 in the morning and then like almost falling asleep. I once fell asleep through a final. Greatest thing ever, as far as that's concerned. The prof actually had mercy on all of us, or at least on me, and let me retake it. And I got a B in the class, so there's that. But I mean, past experiences are kind of framed in some other sort of side thing. I mean, I don't really have much to talk about as far as that's concerned.
Well, what is your like favorite things, such as food and music, etc.?
I mean, like, favorite food? I tend to go get a lot of Mexican. I'm that kind of sloppy guy. I like all that, like, when you put a lot of spice in something, you can just only taste the spice. It's pretty good. You get bean and cheese with salsa, get a little bit of french fries in there, get some carne asada going, that stuff's great. Music, I'm sort of like a half death metal, half hard rock, prog rock. There's a bunch of hipster bands that my friends like that I kind of go into. I mean, Chvrches, I call it Chvrches, but it's churches. That's kind of mainstream now, but I liked them before they were cool. Caravan Palace, they're sort of like a, what's it called? What are they called? They're sort of like a electro jazz type deal. What else? I like a lot of ska, ska bidi ba, that's sort of fun. It's sort of like trumpets with guitars. It's really upbeat. Real Big Fish is my favorite band, along with Led Zeppelin.
Okay, so I was just wondering about your favorites, Like, is there any type of activity? And I just wanted to know, and one of the questions was want to know more about you and your stories, and fourth one was any type of activity you want us to know in detail for. Fifth question, I think.
I mean, even though I have cerebral palsy, I tend to hike a lot of mountains.
Oh.
I mean, I'm a climber. There's this one called...
Stop. I'm just action about mountains and stuff.
Okay, well, there's one called Sand Trap, right? And it was off Torrey Pines, right? And essentially what it entailed was you had to climb across the rocks, and the river was about 6 to 8 feet deep. And by the way, we didn't tell you about this. We didn't tell you about So we're climbing over these rocks, and it's 6 to 8 feet deep. And eventually it gets to this point where you need to have both your hands and you need to climb on top of this tree and like make a jump. And I can't do it, so I just say, I'm like, guys, fuck it. I throw the backpack over to one of my friends. I jump in the water, and I'm like swimming in water that's over my head. And we're hiking, mind you. And it was worth it at the end, even though I'm like completely soaked in water, because there's this cliff, right? And there was this other group that was also doing it, and they actually had rappelling gear, and it was about 100 to 200 foot rappel down. It's pretty interesting. But what we managed to do is we managed to like find a trail that went down, and eventually it led to Torrey Pines State Beach. The last one we did was Iron Mountain. That one was just killer because that one's just 6 miles of just straight uphill, 6 miles of fun. We didn't bring enough water, and we all were like dying at the end. We got soup plantation though, so it's that. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about your girlfriend?
I mean, she's great. Favi's great. Her name's Favi. We met in college. We actually lived together for a year. For some reason, her group of friends needed one person and they thought I was gay. So, like, I moved in with them. Like, I was one guy and then like 5 girls. So, mind you, it made me feel like I was gay, but I'm not. We ended up dating at the end of the year. We got very similar political, socioeconomic views, kind of. We're all kind of like the same sort of. We're both introverted. Both have the same goals in life. She wants to get her PsyD and become a psychologist. I eventually want to start doing research. I don't know how. I don't know where. I got a bio degree, so I have to get my PhD. That's going to take like 4 years. Yeah, we've been dating, I don't know, since... She's going to kill me because I'm not going to know. Crap. Since May of 2014, I want to say.
So almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years, yeah. But, you know, she's my second girlfriend, if that matters. I'm her first boyfriend, so, you know, I guess I got lucky there. I'm not a huge fan of dating because the girls there are super dramatic. At least in Santa Cruz, they're all pot smokers, so whatever. You know, I need someone a little bit more grounded.
So
Not much to say.
So did you like going to Santa Cruz?
I mean, Santa Cruz, like, the place is great, got great hiking and got great views. I mean, like, the mountainside is great, the beaches are great, the sea lions are great, the pier is great. I mean, the place itself is great, but the classes sucked. Like, if I was any other major other than bio, because I hate my major, and, like, I'm a bio graduate now, and I hate what I'm doing, so, you know, don't do that, kids. But, like, you know, it's a beautiful place. It's somewhere that everyone should visit one day. But, like, it's better to be a visitor there than to actually live there and to actually do things there. I mean, like, if I had more free time, I would have loved to, you know, enjoy it a little bit more. But I was always cooped up in my room and not, you know, experiencing the... I mean, we had 100-year-old redwoods right by us, and we couldn't see them because we were cooped up in our rooms all day. It was super annoying. I don't know. But... So it was all right, I guess.
Do you like living at home right now? Like, instead of, like, living in an apartment?
I mean, my friends are here, and, you know, Fabi moved down to San Diego, like, a couple of months ago. So, I mean, everything's all good. I just want a job. I feel like I'm doing nothing with my life right now. I'm applying for jobs and kind of just, like, sending them off into the abyss. And the abyss talks back to you, you know. Like, it's not too bad. I mean, I guess it's safe. That's the one thing. I don't know if safety's a good thing, though. Safety is, like... Because you kind of want to have, like, the grill under you a little bit, you know? But I can't screw up my life too badly. So there's the cons, there's the benefits and cons to it, I guess.
What type of research do you want to do?
I mean, there's like a couple different ways I want to go. There's manufacturing, which is basically making new products and being able to use those products for different. They call them assays, which are basically ways to do things. They're basically the experiments or tests. So you create things so that you can do new assays. And I find that process extremely interesting, you know. Yeah. Shoot, what was I going to say? And then there's also the theoretical base where you're just doing assays over and over again. Like for stem cell research. I applied to a place at UCSD where they're actually doing that, which I felt would be a pretty good job. But it'd be really hard to get into because everyone and their mother wants to work at UCSD. So, beautiful school. It's almost as beautiful as Santa Cruz, but it's not. So, anyway, yeah, I mean, it's sort of like either stem cell research or manufacturing, or I might do QA/QC. QA/QC kind of seems kind of interesting, but it's not really that good.
Do you have any particular colleges you want to go to for your master's or PhD, and what makes you fascinated about stem cell research?
Colleges. I want to go to UCSD or SDSU. I want to stay close to San Diego. I wouldn't mind UCLA actually, or UC Irvine. UC Irvine though, I mean, I went there a couple times. It's kind of more of a commuter school. I mean, it's not a commuter school because it's UC, but it's like, it's kind of a little bit different, different feel to it. Like the parking lot is a little bit farther away. It reminds me of Santa Cruz in that respect. UCSD or UCLA would be fine by me. Reason why I want to do stem cell research is because it would actually help cerebral palsy research. And when I was 3, I said I wanted to be a scientist, and well, here I am as a 24-year-old. Holy cow, I'm old. And I asked my mom how old I was. I forgot. But it would help cerebral palsy, and it would help other people with disabilities. I mean, even any type of stem cell research, adult or embryonic. There's also this other thing called CRISPR that's coming into light. What it does is it's an enzyme that allows you to replace specific base pairs in the DNA, which is the genome of humans. So essentially what you can do is you can restore functionality to genes that were going past, or you can make your own genes. Like go figure with that, which I feel that's going to be the future of it, especially because it doesn't require anything other than just the enzyme, which they've already extracted it, so they can clone it a zillion times. So once they get that up and running, biotech's going to take off. So.
What do you think about biotech taking off? Do you think that's a good thing or bad?
Oh yeah, it's perfect. I mean, people think that we need to curb scientific tendencies. Those people are always the ones who don't understand. They believe in toxins and all that. Scientific progress should be made forward. Same with technology. I mean, people are not. What's the word? People are not scientifically literate in this country, which I feel is holding us back. One of the biggest things is that people need to be they need to understand science, and they don't need to be scared of it. They just need to push forward, let it be known, let it be so. You can do research, and it's not going to harm the environment. It's not going to harm the planet. It's probably actually going to save it in the long run. So.
What do you think about climate change? Do you believe in the science or?
Oh yeah. My dad doesn't, which is really funny because he's an engineer, and all of his colleagues probably believe in it. But yeah, I believe in climate change. There's not really a debate about it. 97% of scientists believe in it. So.
What do you?
I'm not going to argue against 97% of that, and then thousands of peer-reviewed articles. And it's even if it was wrong, what is the problem of taking away Saudi Arabia's oil? Really, I'm not the type of guy to be political and stuff, but we should be an independent nation and not be dependent on other people. So if we kill 2 birds with 1 stone, save the planet and be independent, let's go for it, man. I don't know why you're against it.
What about your job experiences?
Oh, I worked as a customer service representative at a local brewery. It was pretty fun. Not really. I got yelled at all the time because I wasn't given sufficient training. I understand that they needed someone at the phone, to man it, but as far as I'm concerned, like, I don't want to get yelled at for my job. Like, getting yelled at wasn't worth $15 an hour. But after a while, they ended up making me do accounting for them. So I ended up doing basic data entry / accounting for them. I ended up doing a little bit of server stuff with them too, but it wasn't really too big or anything. So yeah. Got free beer at the end of it. That was pretty nice, I guess.
Do you like any favorite alcoholic beverages or any good beverages you like?
Like my favorite. Okay, so my rule on drinking is you gotta drink the girly drinks. People are always gonna say you gotta drink the manly drinks, right? But the problem is, and you just end up feeling drunk, but then you had all these crappy drinks and you're not gonna have a good time. Like, fuck. Like, you gotta have a good drink. Like, if you're gonna get drunk, you might as well feel good when you're getting drunk. Like, if you're gonna be drinking drain cleaner as your spare time, like, you're not gonna have a fun time. But if you're gonna drink a strawberry mimosa, maybe you might. I mean, I don't really have a favorite girly drink because they all taste good, so.
Okay, I have some more questions, but what do you like to do with your girlfriend?
What do I do? I mean, we generally go out to eat. We see new places. We play. One of the huge things is we play video games together. We're currently going through Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow on the 3DS, and we're trading Pokemon to each other. Even though it's a single-player game, considering I have someone who's doing the journey right next to me, it allows us to keep ourselves on the same pace, in the same area of the game. Allows us to trade Pokemon that are similar. Allows us to complete our Pokedex together. It's kind of nice. We finished Korra, which was a pretty good show. We're starting this show called Mr. Robot, which is really cynical guy. Really fun show, though. We finished Breaking Bad, which was pretty good as well. Yeah, I mean they're all pretty, what's the word, mainstream shows, but I mean they're enjoyable to us. So, I mean we watched Deadpool, which is pretty funny. I mean that's a movie I'd recommend to everyone, especially with the pegging scene and all. So.
Actually, what are your favorite TV shows and movies?
I'm more of the type of guy who likes a show that has a plot line that's overarching. I don't like episodic shows because it seems like everything is fixed at the end of the episode. My favorite episodic shows were the ones that would always have like an overarching plot, or they would call back to previous episodes, so that way it was worth it to watch all of season 1 and all of season 2 and all of season 3. Instead of just jumping around. But, as far as stuff is concerned, like Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, which we call Gamatron, Mr. Robot, those types of shows, because they have an overarching plot. I don't know how to describe them, but definitely not sitcoms. I hate The Big Bang Theory, so...
Do you like any, what did you think about the commercial that I did, for the Simply Orange juice? Because I heard Reddit got a lot of good feedback in class. They liked your sense of humor.
Everyone loves my sense of humor. I'm the comedic guy of the group. I'm this cynical bastard, who just takes jabs at people when they're not expecting it. I'm just like... I'm not okay, I'm an introverted type of guy. So when you're telling me to do film, dude, come on, I'm not the best at it. But I had a fun time doing it. I'm not ever gonna be an actor though. Actors are crazy, man, wearing the same suit for 8 hours a day and doing that kind of stuff. No way, no sir. I'm more of the type of guy who's introverted and STEM. I improv'd all of it. Wasn't too bad. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about it. I'm just sort of that guy.
any advice you want to give? And if you could do something again, how would you do something again? Oh, no.
I mean, if we
Okay.
have to go back,
Wrap it up.
Kind of. What do you think about your friends? Do you like them, or like any good experiences, really quickly?
all of my friends are Filipino, so I'm pretty inundated with Filipino culture. I remember watching the Pacquiao fights with them. I didn't watch the infamous one where he lost and he should have won. Well, I think he should have won. What was his name? Do you know his name?
Mayweather.
Yeah, it was Mayweather. I forgot his name. I can't believe it. I'm a boxing fan. I forgot his name. Shows you how much I know. Yeah, but I know I know he's retired. So I mean, there's that. Like my friends are nice. They're all pretty good people. Some of them are pretty sarcastic, like me. But you know, it's just how it is.
Okay.
Met him in high school,
Okay.
and we stuck around for so long, even after college. Like, I went to Santa Cruz for 5 years, and we're still friends. So it just picked off right where we left off, you know.
Did you enjoy high school?
High school was fun. I mean, I preferred over college because there was less work. I had more time to do things. I mean, I spent most of my time just playing video games anyway, but you know, I had more time to do that, so there's that. I wasn't very social in college. I mean, in high school, that was the one main problem.
Well, Nathaniel, thank you.
No problem.
Or I think we're done.
You got everything you need?
Pretty much. I don't know if I have any more questions. Like, has your disability affected any relationships? That's all.
Oh yeah, sure. I can talk about.
But we only have like a few minutes, so a couple of minutes.
Well, sure, I can talk about it. I mean, the first girl I dated actually was pretty judgmental about it. She ended up getting over it, but like I had to like basically sit her down, tell her about it. And same with this girl who actually, one of the girls I asked to prom didn't go with me, and because
we're running low on memory.
Oh, well, okay. You good?
Yeah, pretty much prom, and you also dated others, and thank you.
No problem.
I'm probably gonna edit that out. So.
Well, yeah, I cut down on a lot of it because I'm just rambling for like 30 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
I'm literally just rambling on for 30 minutes. I had no idea what I'm saying.
Thank you, Nathaniel.
No problem. I mean, if you want me to do this again, so
Yeah, we can do that again.
just let me know when.
Yeah, we can go do it again. We can do more footage. Thank you.
No